Hi, it's Kathleen and welcome back to the channel. I've been away for a while. I hibernated for the winter, so here we are, back again like I never left, although I did for quite a long time. And it is now spring and I feel ready to spring back into things. Since it's been a minute, I feel it would be a good place to start with some art that I've been making lately. Just a catch up with sketchbooks. It's not just one, I am in multiple sketchbooks at the moment. Every sketchbook has its own purpose. Some I'm inspired by, some I've put on a shelf. Let's get into the video. Okay, so let's get started. We have a sketchbook here that I got in a market, which the lady had made it herself. And I'd really love to know the name of this woman. It was in Aberdeen in the art gallery, and it was like a craft and flea market. And it was just so cool what she did. She had normal notebooks as well, but this is a sketchbook with watercolour paper. Got a tie here that you can open, and then the paper inside is such good quality watercolour paper. So, first off, we have a witchy hand with shiny watercolour paint. It's got tooth, nail, plant, crystal and a key, and it's got some nails on it, and it's purple and green, and I just love it. I love a witchy hand. Got some little patterns around it too. Next we have something that's like a bigger one. What I've been doing is like one individual picture on the pages that come apart, and then the pages that are joined together like this, I've been doing a whole painting on those. So this is like a Japanese inspired one, woman with a dragon, watercolor as well. Yep. And then we've got some words, and this was inspired by Amy McNee. I'm in the Inspired Collective with Amy McNee, and this was a journaling session we did, and I just took some of the words that jumped out at me and put them on this painting. If no one can read my words, how can anyone really know me? I'm here to take up space, be seen, wanting, trying and succeeding, and just act normal. That's crazy enough. So yeah, that's gouache paint on the background there, which feels chalky, and that's quite satisfying. If anyone knows me, they know that I love painting Spanish dancers. Just a really cool thing to paint. Really like this one here, the bright colours and Spanish vibes. Then we have some Posca markers. So it was Posca markers I did for this one here. Abstract kind of designs. We have a desert, Caran d'Ache gouache paint. So it's quite colourful, quite bright and vibrant. I really enjoyed that. I did the sun a bit brighter to start with, but then I went over it again and it dulled it down, so I'm a bit gutted about that. But other than that, quite happy with this one. Yeah, quite bright and cheerful. We have a pigeon, because my dad breeds fancy pigeons. This is not a fancy pigeon, this is like your average street pigeon. But yeah, we love pigeons in my family, and then this was just something to draw that was quite fun. Then we have a fairy door. I've always had fairy doors, like since I was a kid, the little wooden ones that you put in a corner and hope that the fairies come in. So yeah, this is inspired by that. Some wood pattern in the tree. The top of the tree was done with a sponge in watercolour. And then the last one in this sketchbook is quite a colourful one. A line drawing on watercolour background, which is like collage of colours. So yeah, that's as far as I've got in this sketchbook. There's plenty more to do. So that's the one I reach for the most, just because I love the design of it. I love the front cover and everything as well. It's really cool. Then we have a sketchbook that's more just for pencil drawing, and it's Moomins. I got this down in Coventry. So yeah, this is a lovely sketchbook. I really like the art shop in Coventry where I got it. Let's have a look inside. So the first page has Zentangle on it. I like Zentangle doodling, and my art teacher taught us how to do it, and it was just different kind of shapes that you do, and you can go a bit wild really. It's a bit like doodling, and yeah, I like this art style a lot. My mum loves to doodle, and we really both enjoy Zentangle. It's like what she used to do when I was a kid, and I got inspired by her. So then we have a girl here. The hair I'm not so proud of on this drawing. It could be a bit better. Hair is something I really struggle with, actually, drawing hair. It's not easy. This guy, who took a while to do, I needed a lot of patience for this one. It's also pencil drawing and a bit of shading. So yeah, this was quite a tough one to do, but I really enjoyed how it came out in the end. Getting the water and the drip coming from his eyebrow was quite difficult, but yeah, I like the way that's turned out. I think this is maybe my favourite one in this book. An older guy here, big beard, long hair. Again, hair not so great, but I enjoy how his eyes have worked out there, so that's quite cool. Another girl, again, the hair struggles, but never mind. I enjoy trying to do portraits in pencil. It's never been the easiest thing for me, but yeah, try and try again. Here's one of some wolves. So I like the wolves' eyes in this one. It's quite cool. I read the book Women Who Run with the Wolves and was really inspired, and have been obsessed with wolves ever since. The guy looks a bit of a character, maybe a bit of a pirate. So yeah, again, the eyes and the skins turned out okay. The hair and the beard has struggled a little bit, but never mind, here he is in all his glory. As I said, I love wolves. Here's my friend Ari that I sketched as she was doing a picture herself. That was quite a quick one and quite cool to do. I'm practicing for the picture of Ryuk, who I did. I might show clips of Ryuk here. Of a cat called Ryuk. He's named after a fictional manga character from the series Death Note. So this is his name in Japanese here, Ryuk. So I hope that I've caught a little bit of his character here in this painting. We have a mushroom and a leaf. This is pen and ink. So first of all, it was done in pencil and then gone over in ink, I believe. I believe it was done in pencil first. So yeah, I really like the way this has turned out. The mushroom's quite good, and the leaf as well. This was techniques used by our art teacher, and she taught us how to do this. The mushroom looks really realistic, and I'm really chuffed with it, actually. We've then got a lighthouse that's falling apart a little bit. This is another technique that my art teacher taught us, which just kind of involves making it look a bit older and falling apart, but in a beautiful way. So that's the lighthouse there. And then we've got my current one that I'm still working on, which is an older lady. Here she is. This is the picture that I'm copying for this one. So it's quite a stunning photo. I love drawing older people. I think their faces show so much character and so much kind of history on their face. So yeah, I wanted to capture that. I'm getting there slowly but surely. It's not been easy, but it's been good to try, and I really like the way her eyes have come out. Actually, they're quite striking. Next, last but not least, we have this one, which me and my partner's mum sewed buttons onto, and I put this little brooch on as well. So that's quite a nice little touch. I started it on the 13th of September 2025 in the art gallery with my mum, yes. And I drew this here. I like doing the scrolls around some of my pictures, you might be able to tell. And that's a bit of a watercolour background with some squiggly lines joined each little line up with a little square. Yeah. And then we have a seahorse, shiny seahorse in shiny watercolour. Autumnal trees, which I really enjoy. I enjoy these shadows coming off into the other bit of page. I love, love, love when you put tape on and then you can take it off and you get this lovely clean edge. And then more autumnal leaves, an autumnal tree. This was practice for a painting of a unicorn that I was doing. So I was just drawing unicorns constantly then. I'll show you the picture of the unicorn, I'll insert it here. And then we have a sun. This is acrylic paint, this one, for a change. I like to change it up a little bit sometimes. So the acrylic paint on this was really cool to use. And then we have a scene also from Alnmouth in Northumberland. And this is just a row of little houses. I still want to put pen on this and get a little bit more detailed with some pen. Then got a view outside Wild Goose on Union Terrace in Aberdeen, where me and my mum sat one day and just drew what we saw. I've included all the buildings, bridges, and a lady with a little dog, which is my favourite thing in the world, to see a little dog walk by. I'm always dog spotting. So the last page in this one, I've got an eye. It's shiny. I don't know if you can see that. This was with the Posca markers that I did this one. And then lips as well, with some gold shiny Posca too. And oh, there's more. Sorry. So this is Chloe, my friend. I drew her sitting in the art gallery as she drew me. She did such a good job, but she did it into one of the books in the art gallery that you just give back, and it's for the public, so never to be seen again, Chloe's art. And then we drew one while looking at each other but not looking at the page, so that's quite a funny one, the way that's turned out. This was on the same day, just some doodles with the Poscas, K for Kathleen, and another witchy hand, a witchy hand but not coloured in this time, just line drawing of the witchy hand. Thanks for watching the video. I hope you enjoyed it and were inspired to maybe make some art of your own. I want to come back with more videos such as what's in my bag tours or jewellery collection tours, because I have quite a collection of jewellery. So yeah, I'd love to show you that. And if you have any more suggestions of videos you'd like to see from me in the channel, leave them down below in the comment section. Thanks for being here. See you next time. Bye!